ID. Everyone has heard the phrase, "Boy, I'm happier than a tornado in a trailer park." Now that's a funny phrase. It's humorous, I mean it makes sense because you see a tornado in a trailer park and it does a lot of damage. However, the fact of tornadoes and trailer parks, there's not a lot to laugh about. According to the article called "The Vulnerability of Mobile Homes, Residents and Tornado Disasters," trailers are 20 times more likely to have fatalities than you would if you were in a permanent house. This article even states that cars are safer in some cases than it would be for tornadoes. And they have studies to back that up. If you look at the studies, it shows that the most common deaths during tornadoes are in mobile homes at 44%. In cars and other vehicles, it's only at 9.9. So if you get in a car and you were in a mobile home, technically you could be safer if you try to drive away from the storm. Plus, cars are starting to mean to take a punch, meaning they get airbags in them and safety features. Now, the same article shows that 21% of mobile home residents in Georgia, Mississippi, Illinois, and Oklahoma had access to underground shelters, but only 2% of those people had a shelter on site directly around them. The survey that the same website took shows that 79% of people agree to make storm shelters a law for mobile home parks. Now, there are tornadoes that occur at night. These are called nocturnal tornadoes. From 1985 to 2007, they are responsible for 60.8% of mobile home fatalities in the U.S. From 1950 to 2005, they are responsible for 27.3% of tornadoes and 39.3% of tornado fatalities. Now, we can prevent these fatalities if we take safety measures, such as weather radios. Weather radios are devices that are just plain radios. Instead of broadcasting your favorite music, it'll set off an alarm and warn you whenever there's a storm approaching or if there's a flash flood warning in your area. The good thing about these is that if the power goes out, it's battery operated, so it doesn't affect you. Whereas people in trailers and other homes who depend on their TVs alone, a tornado could come by and wipe out their power, and then they'd be sitting ducks, and they would be sitting in their closet for the rest of the night, not knowing if it was safe to come out or not. My brother, he is a graduate student at Mississippi State for meteorology. He had a professor, and he tried to argue the fact that these weather radios should be legally inserted into every mobile home. The mobile home corporations came after him and shut down his research because they didn't like the fact that he was slandering the reliability of these mobile homes. But if you look at the data and the research, he was actually doing the right thing. Now, in conclusion, I believe that you should already have a plan of escape or for shelter during a storm like this. And also, I believe that you should know your surroundings. If you're over at a friend's house who lives in the trailer, be sure to know your surroundings because you could have passed a storm shelter on your way in that you might not have noticed, and that could save your life. So that is why it is so important to be aware.